Hello and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match Pint, the only West Ham United post-match bullet show on the internet. We've just come back from London Stadium. West Ham won, Manchester City 3. It was a tough result to take because we didn't play bad. Didn't play bad at all.
Yeah, look, me and Scott done the preview during the week, and we both said like we predicted a draw because we just don't want to predict West Ham to lose. But we always knew, we said it, didn't we? We knew exactly what City was going to do. You know, they're going to have a lot of the ball. I think they had like 69, 70% possession.
60-40 apparently.
I mean,
it's not bad.
It's a lot less than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, but I just, like, the first 10, 15 minutes, I think West Ham were just trying to work them out. They just sat back, didn't they? And they tried to do what we've done against, like, Brighton and Chelsea. And the thing is, with City, they're just going to grind you down. You think they're tired, and they're not. They just find that extra gear. And that was the difference between the two teams today. Yeah. One wanted that extra gear, and the other went in reverse.
I don't think we went in reverse. We're just tired.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because when a team has the ball, especially in this heat, it was hot today. I mean, hot.
That could have been in the snow, innit?
No, I understand, but I'm just saying it wears you down. Because I thought, first half, listen, I can't fault them. They gave their...
No, I'm not fault. First half, I thought we played some of the best football I've seen for a long time when we had the ball. When we got the ball, we was actually doing stuff with it. That was the difference there, and that's why we went 1-0 up, and we deserved to go 1-0. I know, like, they missed a couple. Harlan missed a massive opportunity, didn't he, at the back post.
That was an open goal.
Not only that, when you look at inside the first 5 minutes, I think Ariola pulled off three
saves, three off the line.
Souček off the line.
Yeah, you know, and that was we were talking about that in the preview, weren't we? Whether Souček comes back in the starting lineup, and you can see why Moyes brought him in. And to be fair, I thought he had a decent game overall. So I think Moyes got the starting 11.
To be fair,
on point.
I don't think anybody had a bad game.
I think Soufal for me.
That's a tough opponent, man. I'm not going to have a go at it today.
Yeah, but it's not the first time we sit here and say it about Soufal, is it? He's just lacking that pace, Soufal. His decision making sometimes he's not. You know, I thought he done all right, but he just, once he gets caught out, you can't catch him.
Do you know what the thing is? Once after he did get caught out, because for that goal, you know, he was backing off, giving him space. After that, he sort of woke him up and he started to put it on him a bit.
And the thing is, I'm saying that, but Soufal put in a brilliant ball for Ward-Prowse's goal. 1-2 with Bowen. It was a great ball from Soufal, and I thought, yeah, look, we did tire, but that's the difference between us and them, is that they can go the full 90 plus, and we just. You're chasing shadows for a lot of the game, and you haven't got the ball, and you're always moving and thinking. And
I don't know. For me, the tiring bit is a bit worrying because we had more of the ball today than we have had in 3 of our 4 fixtures.
It's a very different game. Very different game, tracing them.
Yeah, but...
because they're doing stuff with it, and you've got to be on point, and you've got to be concentrating all the time. One lapse of concentration, as we see 3 times today.
Yeah. But
that's 3 goals.
Brighton did the same thing. Yeah, we gave Brighton a lot of chances.
Brighton ain't changed it. Brighton are a great team, but they're not mentioned.
Chelsea's done the same thing. Yeah, we just had luck that day.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of it was. I think, yes, we did tire. I think maybe the international break didn't help certain players. Alvarez coming back. I think he was the last player back to return to training. You know, which is why in the end he had to go off because he looked tired. He
looked like cramped, didn't he?
Yeah,
that's why he went off.
That was a big loss. We talk about luck. That comes down to luck.
Yeah,
you know, losing him. I think if he stays on the pitch.
Yeah, that's it. I agree because we said it. Me and Nicky said it. Like when Souček got subbed off, you know, Alvarez went down, and you could see Souček was tiring, and it was the right time for him to come off. But then Alvarez picks up the injury, and now he's got to stay on, and he's tired, and you think to yourself, well, how do we change it? Because there's no one else that can play that role now. No. So you just got to go with it and just see how it goes.
And that's where I think that's where it started to fall apart. You know, the equaliser straight after half time, the timing of it, the poor decision making by Soufal for that one. Again, look, I picked Ben Johnson out when he let Diaz do that to us. Not to that quality. But not to that quality that player is, but he's still letting cut inside.
You know yourself, Soufal should. The worst time to concede is just before half time or just after half time, because everything Moyes said in that change room went out the window after what was it, 30, 40 seconds?
41 seconds.
And it was a great finish. It was his first goal, was it Doku for Man City, his first goal. Another player that gets their first goal against West Ham.
I thought he was brilliant today, though.
Yeah, no, he does.
I didn't understand it, right? He come over to us, right? He's giving it all of this, right? No one was giving him any stick. Look, I don't understand. I thought that was arrogance. I thought he a bit of a mug, like, because I get it, when people like Bowen, people, fans are giving you stick, talking about your person.
I think there was a point, I'm sure there was a point in the first half where he went down, didn't he? And the fans were giving him a bit of stick.
I remember in the
So I
second.
think that might be why. But
What a sensitive little soul he is. I wanted Soufal to snap him after that.
Soufal did, and I think part of the problem was Soufal didn't step him early enough.
Exactly.
But the thing is, when you've got players like Silva, Foden, who just get on the ball, the little 1-2s, it's like as soon as you get 2 of your players on Foden, that ball's gone and it's already over there. And then that's why you're just chasing.
You can't double up.
No.
Certain teams you can double up against their best player. With City, you can't really identify and say and he's their best player.
And Haaland probably hasn't had a great game today, but he still scored. He's still effective. He could have still had an hat-trick. And that's like when you've got someone like him in your team, it's frightening. It's frightening because when City in the summer they got rid of a lot of players, I thought, do you know what? They're going to maybe be a little bit weaker, but they seem to be stronger and better. And what's that? Is that four games? 5 games in a row now they've won.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think sometimes a player like their mere presence on the pitch is enough because it gives the team, someone really to be worrying about him. He's creating space for the other players.
Obviously, we see him last year. He is a fucking monster. Yeah. I was watching him on the pitch today, and I'm just looking at him. I'm thinking, you're freaking major.
I'm convinced that
He's not real.
22 years ago or whatever old it is, they got into a factory and thought, right, we're going to create this fucking player and put all this thing together because he's just unreal. Like I look at him and I think that, like, as a neutral fan, I look at him and I think, I'm so glad he's in the Premier League. To watch him week in, week out must be a joy.
Do you know what the real shame is? He could have played for England, and
So could have Di Canio after what he told us last night.
I think the thing with like a player like Ireland, if you're a young kid wanting to be a striker, you need to be watching videos of him, but not videos of him finishing, scoring goals. What he does when the ball's out wide, he's constantly around him, looking for that inch of space just to get in.
There was in the second half, there was we had a chance and Bowen knocked it across and Antonio just stayed out and he didn't make that run.
Yep.
Haaland would have made that run and tapped that in, and that's the difference between the elite and just the Antonio. Yeah, like I'm not being harsh on Antonio because I thought he worked well today, Antonio.
I thought the subs were too much too soon.
I thought the Antonio sub was too soon. Yeah. I thought like what we say with look. I'm not saying that Antonio's the quality that Haaland is, but
he was doing. But Antonio, he had that chance just before, didn't he?
Yeah,
he took it round him, and he had that. That heavy touch.
I think he had another 10 minutes in him.
That's the thing. I think when taking him off, you lose that. Look, Bowen's not a striker. Moyes needs to get this out of his head that Bowen can play the lone striker role. Bowen's good when he's got the ball and he's running the players, taking people on
the right.
Antonio, he's the bulldozer, and I feel that when he took him off and put Bowen up front, the centre half relaxed a bit, because they weren't.
Because they're not working
about, and that's what I think he done wrong.
And then he ended up putting Bowen back on the wing, bringing Ings on,
which makes no sense.
Yeah.
I think that was just like, because it was 2-1 at the time when he was trying to make them subs, when it with Guerra and Ings, and he thought maybe chuck Ings up there and you never know, something might drop. But that's what City do, they just finish you off, didn't they?
On a positive note, I think our passing has massively improved this season, and I think a big reason for that is Ward-Prowse, and I've got to say, he has been by far our best player.
Yeah, Ward-Prowse was brilliant today. The way he knocks it, about.
No, I never said I didn't want him. I've got clips to say
every game he's played, he's either scored or assisted. He's either scored or assisted in every game, and he just looks like. The thing is, he played like, you look at Lucas Paqueta today. He likes to get on the ball. He likes to roll it over, a little flick, and then sometimes you think he's held on to it too long. With Ward-Prowse, it's banging straight out. It's getting it out, and that's the balance. And the
we had last season, we didn't have that.
I think that's what it is. I think that's why we've improved, and that's again no knock on Declan, but we're balanced.
Yeah,
we've got players that do different things for different occasions.
Yeah.
You've got people defending who should be defending, attacking who should be attacking. We're balanced there. I don't like this keep on forcing Paqueta on the left hand side, right? Play him in the middle.
Yeah,
that's where his effective position is. You've got enough cover there with Alvarez and Ward-Prowse to be able to float him in the middle.
The thing is,
with them rotating.
We're only going to see it against these type of teams, the Brighton, the Cities. We're only going to see it in them scenarios. Against Sheffield United, you're going to see him in the middle.
The annoying thing for me is that Moyes has this habit of playing two holding midfielders when you don't really need two holding midfielders. You know, when like with Luton and all that, if Souček was available for that game,
They played.
he would have played, and there
Well,
would be no reason for that to be in place. When you play, I get why we were talking about it in the preview, but I get why you would start Souček in it. The physical presence, the work rate that you get, you know, the
We said, didn't we? Because any chances we were going to create today, and if we was going to get a goal, was most likely going to come from a set piece. So if you got Souček in there, you got Zuma, you got Aguerd.
we nearly scored first corner, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think Souček, I think he was going in the
That time, wasn't it?
Where it was
Aguerd just glanced it wide in the end.
But
you know.
and on another day that goes in.
This
But
is it.
Every corner today was on point, and it's something that we've been lacking the last. The only thing I've noticed that we ain't had a free kick outside the box since we signed it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And we're all waiting for one, aren't we? But
Every time we get one, they're miles away.
yeah,
That free kick that hit the post today.
No,
Alvarez. That quality free kick. You know, and that's the
they're out. It's not our
Yeah, that's the sort of positions you want us to win the ball in. You know, and that's why sometimes you need like a Danny.
I mean,
who's going to get draw a foul and that's off.
Probably the biggest moment in the game was when Zuma had that header and Ederson pulled off that world-class save. So that goes in, it's 2-1. You know, we're just going to sit back and we'll probably maybe sneak that game out. But if, that's fine margins in football, isn't it?
There's no chance for me. And I don't really blame him. He done the right thing. He went across the defender, so he's waiting for the touch. And Ederson comes out, and it's just a bit of a heavy touch.
Edison's good at that. He's always just
Yeah, that's the thing. I think he did it like you said. He done everything right. It was just that last touch was just one too far, you know. And it's really annoying because that could have been a game changing moment.
Yeah.
You know, and in the end, it was a game changing moment. The other way.
Yeah, look, Areola today, I know he's conceded 3 goals, but he pulled off some world-class saves. That's that one in the second half with Haaland, and Haaland was sliding in. It's a brilliant save, and even the triple save in the first half, you know, that's you know,
He deserves a clean sheet.
he don't deserve to concede that many today, but
No.
Look, he's justified Moyes' choice in him in the start of the season in the 5 games that he's played so far, I think.
I think what I've seen from today, all in all, sort of summing up, the ability to actually match these teams. Whereas I think he went toe to toe with them. Whether that's the right thing to do, I don't know. But
I think it's matching them, but you've got to match them for longer periods of games.
time,
Then
yeah.
it's just certain.
but it shows you that there's variety in our play, which there wasn't last year. There wasn't.
I like that. I've got mate.
No, I was going to say, and the thing is, we're scoring goals, but we've got to cut out the little mistakes defensively. And I look at Aguerd, and I think Aguerd is brilliant, but he can be a bit rash, and sometimes his decision making lets him down.
Their second goal when he's played it over the top, and Aguerd he's lost it, and then Areola should have been off his line a lot sooner.
You've got a lot of things. I was talking to Brian coming in here, and you know, Ward-Prowse. There was 3 mistakes with that goal that happened. The Ward-Prowse, the Aguerd.
Yeah, you can pick
Areola.
There's 3 or 4 moments you can pick from that goal to stop it going in, but for once that went in, I think
that's what City do to you. They make you doubt.
They forced a mistake.
Yeah, they forced the mistake. They make you doubt. You have to. They make you think about everything twice.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
I think they had like 29 shots today.
Yeah.
17 on target, and we had like 6 or something like that. So that's tells you there.
I don't think that tells the whole story because I thought we was good.
I'll be honest, mate. I think if you look at the scoreline and you look at the stats, both flatter Man City. Yeah. We were never not in that game. At any point, we were never not in that game.
We made them work for it. And that's all. That's the minimum.
That's the thing as well. Is City have earned that free. They've not gone there and just rolled us over. They've had to earn them 3 points today. But one player we ain't mentioned yet, I thought had a really good game. I was impressed with was Emerson down the left. The way he was linking up, and he could have got himself a goal as well. He had a chance, didn't he?
Yeah, we improved.
I'm liking him. I'm liking him at left back. I wasn't bought on him last season because it took a little time for him to get settled in. But this season he started so well. And
If we,
last season,
I'm telling you now, if we had a really, really good right back, a really, really good right back, someone like
Carl Walker,
like someone of that ilk that it's got that. I'm telling you now, we'd be quality.
That bloke Carl Walker, right? I've seen him so many times over the years. He's unreal. He's
I hate
quality. But
I hate him. I hate him as a person, but he's a fucking good player.
Wait, as a person?
What has he ever done? Why?
He's an horrible cunt.
Why?
You see all that shit from before, like the dog and all that.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it was a long while. Yeah, it was,
so what? He's still done it.
Well, the Zuma King's a cat.
Yeah, I know. He's a cat as well.
I don't know what
What do
happened.
you think? That's so shocking.
I don't know what
Have you
happened
ever
with
been
the
on the
dog.
show before? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you after.
We'll tell you after. Yeah, we'll tell you after. But yeah, look, that when he was in that one-on-one foot race, I think was it with Aguerd?
And Zuma.
He burned him, didn't he?
He was literally, you know, in the movies when they in Fast and Furious when they push the old nitrous button, they go. And that
you can't walk.
How old is he now? That's
34.
So he's just signed a new deal.
Yeah, he's unreal. He's been great for the club.
I'm telling you this now, right? And I've said this for years. Have you seen their media team?
No.
Did you see his announcement for the contract?
Yeah.
It's
done
fucking
Wolf
unreal.
of Wall Street.
And you know what? He's acting was decent in it. Usually,
Yeah,
as are a bit,
they're a bit wooden, yeah. But no, I'm telling you, it was unreal. They've got so many ideas.
Yeah, but they'll never beat Burnley's media team. They have the best in that.
What was it?
Burnley, yeah. You never seen them?
they've done
I've done loads.
I ain't seen no.
Mate, you go and have a look at Burnley's media.
Are they good?
Yeah, the Aaron Asper videos are the bollocks.
Are they?
Really, really good. They are funny. They put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
nothing's going to beat. Was it Crystal Palace announcing Rob Holding trying to give out newspapers in Piccadilly Circus? That was funny.
What's the weirdest one you've ever seen?
That's a weird one for me.
Nothing beats. What was it? Was it Matt Jarvis with the cereal bowl? What was that for?
No, I'll tell you the worst one I've ever seen was when Rudiger signed for Chelsea. And the kid was in the club shop. He went, Dad, can I have Rudiger on the back of the shirt? And he goes, no, he don't play for us. And all of a sudden, Rudiger comes out the door and goes, hey, Zane. That was the worst one I've ever seen.
Yeah,
But, no, look, going back to the game, there's positives to take out today. There's a lot of positives to take out today. Yeah. I think the way players were linking up, there's positives.
we got to talk about Kudus because obviously he's come on. He got more game time again. I feel he keeps coming into games where it's like the Luton game. Obviously, we're on the back foot. He's having to come into that where we're trying to hold on. He's come on.
Savio 2.0.
It's coming on unfortunate time.
I'll be honest with you. What I see of him today, he's not quite there. He's not quite sharp enough. He will get a game Thursday.
Well, yeah, he get a run out in Europe, and then he's obviously got the League Cup coming up against Lincoln. He'll probably get a run out there. So it's about building up his minutes. Coming into the Premier League, it's tough.
Under Kosh at Luton, I know that sounds like
Yes,
Luton,
clearance.
it's
Every time he comes on, the other team score. So Luton scored, and then you scored.
and then you're coming on against City.
Nah,
which
it's
is
tough.
I don't think Moyes helped him either by bringing him on, sticking him on the right, then switching him to the 10. I think you need to give him. You need to decide where you want to play him, and bring him on and play him in that position.
I don't think they're
keep moving him around.
I think he should have brought on Benrahma then Kudus.
Yeah.
I don't think them two was needed together. If I'm honest.
I think I can see why he was bringing him on because it was 1-1 and we were still in the game. And you're bringing on Benrahma, and you think to yourself, Moyes is going for it. You bring on two attacking players,
and he was.
We're going to try to win.
Yep.
And then, obviously, Alvarez goes off, and you change.
Kudus gave Soufal a lot of support, and he was doing a lot of work to help, get that ball back up the other end of the pitch. Yeah, he didn't come in and create loads of chances and all that, but he was lively. He was trying to get us out of trouble and make things happen. He's coming in at an unfortunate time. Like for a player to come on against Man City when you're losing to them, when we have like Sheffield United, if he can start against Sheffield United, it's going to be a much more ideal environment for him.
Well, that's the thing. When you look at that, leading into the Sheffield United game, like I said, he's going to play. He should play Thursday. Then we travel to Anfield.
Mavropanos needs to play.
Mavropanos should play against. So you're getting that. You're going to get these players that are just coming in. You got the European game Thursday. Then we travel to Anfield. Then obviously we go up to Lincoln. So they're going to get minutes. Like you said, when you get to Sheffield United, you've got to start looking at, right, is Kudus ready? Can he make an impact by putting him in?
He's got to start. He's got to start at some point from the Premier League, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
I think that's when Moyes has got a.
I'd even give him a
to
run out. I'd give him a start next week at Anfield.
You could get one.
The thing for me is that you look at today, right, and you look at the way we started the
He
season.
scored a screamer in the Champions League.
Yeah, but we're going to Anfield, and I'm confident going to Anfield.
I think we'll set up the same way pretty much. I can see us setting up the same way.
We will. For me, if Moyes sets up the way we set up today against Sheffield United, then he needs to himself. Yeah. And that's no disrespect to Sheffield United. They ain't a Man City.
No, bring him up here and then big mirrors.
It's definitely. But this is where we've got to see a different side of Moyes. Today, I've never seen Moyes look to take off Souček as early as he did.
Yeah, because he knows he's got options.
Really surprised.
Yeah, he knows he's got options, and he knows he's got people that can affect the game.
I don't think he should have started. Sujic.
No, I don't think he should, but I can see the reason.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, on the balance of the game, it was the right decision starting.
Do you know, but the thing is, I was thinking more, to be fair, my mindset was looking at that Chelsea performance, right, when we went down to 10 men and he was pivotal, is, okay, we don't start Souček, but we get to, say, 60 minutes or whatever. Hopefully we're in the game still, or we're 1-0 up, or we're drawing, and then you bring him on. Mm-hmm. And then, we've all, and he's really good energy, he runs and runs. He comes on, I think that's an impact he can make.
Yeah, but this is the thing. When you come up against the weaker oppositions in the Premier League, you can't have Alvarez and Souček as your midfield unless players are injured. You've got to be looking right. Alvarez is your starter. You bring Souček in. Like you said, you get the 60 minutes.
Alvarez is your protection between the back four and the midfield. That's where his best role is. Yeah. So you let Ward-Prowse and Paqueta, you let them play their game. Once Moyes can get everyone into that system, because I can see it, as we said there, Kudus, Bowen, Paqueta, Antonio, Ward-Prowse, Alvarez. That's frightening. That's a decent lineup.
When you look outside of probably the big six, that's probably one of the best midfields in the Premier League. And Alves, Ward-Prowse, and
I think Ward-Prowse is a signing.
Alvarez.
I lost score of his name's Alves.
I think it's a signing of the season so far.
What Premier League sign as a season?
What? Ward-Prowse.
I'll be honest. I think he will, because
I think it's between him and James Maddison.
Because you've got to take in consideration as well value for money. Price tag has to be in the conversation when you talk about signing the season.
Yeah,
and that,
I think Madison's got to be up there with.
And Maddison was only 40 million.
40 million, yeah. And you think about what Declan went for 40 million. That's good. They bought the other dickhead for 65.
Havertz. Yeah, that's probably going to be worse.
But this was the thing with Ward-Prowse coming in. Ward-Prowse gets you 20 goals a season, not with him scoring.
I was going to say,
he gets assists and goals will give you 20 goals a season.
As I said, we 5 games in now, and he's got 3 goals and 3 assists and 2 goals, isn't he?
Yeah. So and that's what you want to be looking at. You're looking at a player there that's going to give you that. It's just really unfortunate, I think, that we didn't go and get another striker. We've got Danny Ings. I know that Danny Ings is a good player. He just doesn't suit.
I can see
Moyes.
I can see Kudus playing up front. I think in time, I think he will.
I don't think that will.
I just don't think
It's a bit too slight for that.
I think that's the thing. I think the way Moyes sets up, you need another Antonio.
You want a like sub for Antonio.
Yeah, actually, they are different.
But even Ireland's quantity. But when you look at the work rate that Antonio does, what Moyes wants from that lone striker, Haaland's quality, and he is strong and big, but he can't.
Okay, let me stick this one in the middle. Then what about Lingard?
I'll take Lingard from.
Well, he's probably going to
start front.
The front.
Lingard on a free transfer with the European campaign. I think I know he can't play. He can't play in Europe, but then you've got rotation.
No, he can't play in the group stages.
No, he can play in the group stages.
Yes, but you said he can't play in Europe, Scott.
All right. So
yeah.
So he can't play in the group.
You said that with weird way you looked at me.
When we finish third and go into the Conference League or win the group and go in,
I'd say that, mate. We win the Conference League again. We'll be the Sevilla of the Conference League.
But I think he's a good addition. We get the player that we saw when he signed for us the last time. You're adding 50.
I don't think we're going to get the same player we see last time. I think he was more hungrier back then. I think he had something to prove, but now I think he's had 2 seasons of nothing. Look,
I feel like he still might not have something to prove.
From what I've heard, from what they've been saying, is that around the training ground he's liked, he's working hard, and that's all you can ask. Where were the fans?
They signed him.
Because
They're
they don't want to
giving him time.
save money. Because if we sign him and he's still not ready to play for 2 weeks, you're paying him 2 weeks worth.
Comes in on.
There's a reason we've only given the squad number. There's a reason one squad number's
We've
left.
24, haven't we?
Yeah, and they've locked now 24 out. They've announced 24 out of 25. So there's a reason for that. They're giving him as much time as possible to prove himself.
If he comes, as I said, if he comes in, he works hard, and he adds anything to the team positive, then I'm all for it.
He gets his head down, does the thing. I've got a feeling if they're going to sign him, it'll be before Lincoln, and he'll play against Lincoln.
Lingard.
Lincoln.
It's a good first game for him. So yeah, that could be a boost. That could be a lift. And we've got Europe, so there's going to be a lot of football to play this season, and we want to win another trophy, so we need that.
And this is the thing, the depth there, when you look at that, you look at that left side, Lingard, then Rama, you've got Kudus who can play out.
Cornet.
Cornet.
And Cornet.
Emerson.
Yeah. That's what I but Cornet can also play up front. And I would personally rather
Shut you
play.
up front. You want everyone to go up front.
Well, I never said about putting Kudus up front.
What are you saying to me?
No, I said it.
He said it.
Yeah, so
You said Lingard.
Because
no, I never said it. He said it.
You said it.
I never.
Did he say Lingard up front?
Yeah,
I said it out, and you said put him up front. Then this is what
I edited it.
yeah. Get that sound out of that. Now, Kudus has played up front for Ghana, and he has played there for Ajax. That's the only reason I was chucking it now.
I think he can play anywhere in that sort of.
But we can play up front and play up front. It's too.
But we has played Cornet up front. Cornet's played up front for Burnley. What I'm saying is I'd rather play Cornet up front than Ings. Because I think Cornet has the pace.
What you got to remember as well is Antonio was never a striker and he got converted into a striker. So people, and Arvic was never a striker and he got converted into a striker. People can convert into strikers.
Yeah, Nick. So yeah,
I think Cornet's very frustrating. He's not, the player that we signed isn't the player that we saw at Burnley.
Don't waste the fucking money.
But this is it, and
He's been unlucky with injuries.
yeah. But I think he played both games in the international break for his country. So hopefully he's getting.
I think you should have bought 4 nails on today.
Why?
Work rate.
See, this is everyone says it.
I said exactly the same thing.
Work rate.
Oh,
It's work rate.
yeah.
It doesn't offer anything else.
Ben Rama do.
Ben Rama gives you more of
Nothing.
free going forward.
Scott, he done nothing.
it depends on positions. because if
Well,
bring him forward now,
there is no point.
4 hours would have come in and you might as well just take him outside and let him do doggies.
No, I don't. He's got a bit of quality.
if you put 4 now behind Antonio, I think there's something there. I really do. But
4 nails on the left wing is pointless.
yeah, it's absolutely
yeah.
pointless.
4 hours, if he comes on, you chuck him in the middle.
And whenever you ask someone about 4 nails, 4 nails should come off. What does he do? He runs around a lot.
No.
Suchek ran around.
That's disrespectful.
Suchek ran around a lot last season, and people criticised that he was being picked.
He was running the opposite.
I'm saying, that's this is the thing. Look, Fornals is a lovely guy. He's a good.
He's a lovely fella. Someone here.
I just don't get his fascination with him. Look, he scored important goals for us. I get that.
Quality in him.
He has, but we don't use him. Moyes don't use him in the right way.
Nick, I agree with you, and I like Fornals. But if he had that much quality in him, he'd be playing, or if not, someone would have picked him up. Listen, he does work hard for you, and I know you can't, but he does. When he comes,
Yeah,
he's a sort of person that if you were trying to see out a game, you chuck him
He
on.
gives his all.
Yeah,
he has a role to play this.
He gives his.
If we sign Lingard, and he starts playing over him, I'm going to fucking kick off, man, because honestly.
It depends how Lingard's playing.
What if Lingard's scoring goals on his best games?
Yeah, well, that's different, but I shouldn't. I don't even think we should.
So now Lingard is just going to, everything he does, you're just going to jump.
No, of course I won't. Of course I won't. I'm not like that. But I'm just saying, like, you just fucking said it. I'm going to kick off. No, but I'm not going to slap. Not only do that, what I'm saying is, I'm not going to slag Lingard off for playing well, but we're all in a fucking TikToker over a fucking geezer's give everything.
But I'd rather.
See that?
Honestly, not being funny, mate. If a TikToker scores 15 goals and leads us,
I don't know why you keep changing about things like that. When you love Declan Rice.
no, but you know,
He's a new TikTok. Huh?
He don't do TikTok. Declan
He
Rice.
does everything else. Right, baby. And all that.
That's cunt invented all this. I don't like. Stop laughing at me. I don't like Lingard as a person. I don't like him.
I don't like him as a person, but at the end of the day, as I said, if he comes
He
on and
fucked us over, man.
he's
Fucked us over.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
led the supporters up the garden half thinking he was gonna play for us.
Yeah.
How's that touch over?
Well, he did fuck us over.
He didn't really. He never come out and said, "I'm actually."
Just see Lingard thought he was bigger than West Ham. He ended up at Northern
And
Forest.
the good thing about it is that now he's come back down to earth with a massive bump. So now this is his chance to prove everybody wrong. If he approaches it the right way, comes into the side and he starts assisting and scoring goals, we're going to sit there and go, no, he's ticked.
No, the thing is,
but if that's it, he's doing well with a chance.
But what if he does? He don't then.
Then he's a TikTok.
because the thing is, Nick, you're saying you don't want to sign him, but if he's fitting in well with the dressing room, he's liked around the club, he's training well,
Pays your
then
play.
there's no argument against it because he's not he's TikTok.
There is argument against it.
What?
A lot of the fans don't like him, Dan. A lot of the fans don't like, and that is why we didn't re-sign Jermaine Defoe, because the fans would have revolted. This place will start turning, especially if it turns in a couple of bad performances. Yeah, but it will start turning.
Yeah, but then on the flip side of that, if he puts in a good performance, his fans will take to him again. You don't like the fans are
I
like,
think it will take longer to take to him than it would
Then
to turn on him.
there's no outside. I mean, if we had re-signed Jermaine Defoe and he had bagged 25 goals in a season, do you really think there would have been that? This is
the same reason.
or the
he
fact
signed
that
Joey Barton.
and the fact that Jermaine Defoe didn't want to come back.
He did want to come back.
And this is the thing, you can't sit there and always go on what the fans think. At the end of the day, the fans don't always know what's
But
best.
Scott, I'm not saying that he would have, should have, on all of that sort of thing. But I'm just saying, like, it can become like a negative,
A distraction.
a distraction. Yeah.
I just think it's a free signing, so even if it don't work out,
Yeah, we haven't lost it. Thing is, if he comes in and it ain't working out, it's a case of to just say, sorry, it's not working out. See you later.
Yeah.
Go and do your tick.
It's the good deal for everyone.
Okay, doke. Right, we're going to start wrapping up now. Thank you very much for joining us for this edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint. 5th of October, we are at the Brewdog. We're going to be presenting a night with James Collins. The game's going to be playing 5:45, I think, at our time. And then afterwards, we are presenting a night with James Collins. It's at the Brewdog in Upminster. There is a ticket link in the description down below. I've got to say this quickly. E13 events last night. We went to meet Paolo De Cala. What a fucking...
Yeah, it's a great event. Look, they do some great events. We went to one last week, didn't we? Romford.
Yeah.
With Stuart Pearce and that. But the one with the Canio last night was...
That was excellent, and thanks so much to Ian for putting them on, because they're excellent. And there's lots going on here at the podium, who host post-match Pint, who host us on match days now. We're here before and after match day, so come along here. I think there's only a couple of memberships left now. Grab getting quick. Yeah. Otherwise, it's worth it, because I've had a pie mash today. I've had a couple of beers, they're cheap beers. Robin's pie mash.
yeah. Robbins. I grew up on Robbins,
Two.
mate. The elite pie mash in London, so it's brilliant. And shout out to Kish over there for reminding.
Yeah, Kish, man. Thanks for bringing it.
It's our personal security. Gonna get a nice Christmas bonus.
Come in here quickly, just show your face on the camera quickly.
This guy's looked after
He's looked
us.
after us all the time.
Chaperone.
And he's going to be looking after us all season. Is that right, Kish?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Thanks, Kish.
Stop doing TikTok.
Stop doing TikToks. Maybe you should start doing TikToks.
Him and Lingard, yeah.
I think you should, well, thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint. We'll be back again Thursday. Yeah. Are we doing this Thursday?
Well, I don't know, if it'd be open. We could do it
Find out.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Find out. Might not be
here Thursday.
Might not be up here Thursday.
If not, we'll just do our reaction at some.
But we'll be back here Thursday, and then we'll be building up towards the Liverpool game. But thank you very much. Don't forget to join us the podcast on Wednesday. Me and Brian will be back.
Brian over there.
Brian's back. Brian's on the camera as well. Thank you very much. One thing left to say.
How do we know us?